Well, we drive by them all the time, old and abandoned and oftentimes run down buildings. We may see them as eyesores, but if you go inside one, you'll find each one has a story to tell, and there's a group in Arkansas dedicated to telling those stories.
Yeah, awesome.
The original ceiling.
On a cool spring day, we set out with members of a group called Abandoned Arkansas to explore what's left of the Gloryland Baptist Church in North Little Rock.
Probably the best way to come down is under this some empty carpet here.
All right?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, I probably should have. You have the right shoes on. I think he does too. I know some people will be like, yeah, we'll come out with you, and then they come out with flip-flops and like,
no, I got the hiking boots out. I figured I was urban hiking. Built in 1947 as the Pike Avenue Baptist Church, this building has been abandoned since 2008, and I was not prepared for the shape it would be in.
Through here is the old office areas, and just files. Yeah, these were from the school that they would have. Because they would have taken all of that. That's the thing. Like earlier, like they put everything where it was supposed to be because they had intentions of reopening it.
But clearly they never did. Books and records dating back decades scattered everywhere. Would-be thieves have broken in, and the homeless have made it a home ever since. They've rummaged through seemingly everything, looking for something of value, leaving behind a stench, months-old food, even feces. We see propane bottles, likely part of a homeless camp, a combination of chemicals and papers that makes this building a serious fire hazard. A room where clothing was donated to the church, now those clothes saturated with water from a leaky roof. A piano that's been vandalized.
There's just a loss of appreciation for old things, and it's sad to me as somebody who does this that we can't have a deeper appreciation for things like we used to.
Abandoned Arkansas was formed by Michael Schwartz, a film student from UCA, who began exploring abandoned buildings in his native Oklahoma to get ideas for movies.
As I went through it, more and more abandoned buildings, I started to learn people had history there. And I started to learn that there was more than just, these dilapidated old buildings. And they started meaning something to me.
And now he's on a mission to create a visual record of abandoned buildings all over Arkansas.
And that's our goal, is that we want people to be able to relive their memories through pictures at the very least, because not all these places you can just walk into safely.
And sometimes they can no longer be walked in at all. When fire destroyed the Majestic Hotel in Hot Springs in February, it also destroyed part of Arkansas's history. A history, though, that can still be relived by looking at the photos and videos of one of Abandoned Arkansas's more than 20 trips inside, including their last, just 2 weeks before it burned.
And I got the phone call when I was in Conway that it was on fire. And I got down there as soon as I could, because that place meant something not only to me in Abandoned Arkansas, but it meant something to Hot Springs in general, like all around. I mean, people, everywhere I go, people know about the Majestic, and they have their own stories.
Michael and his volunteers have documented some 60 abandoned buildings on their website: schools, hospitals, churches, even bowling alleys. They hope somehow they can shed some light, maybe even save them, before, like the Majestic, it's too late.
In Europe, they preserve their buildings and keep what was once theirs a long time ago. We kind of just knock it down. Mm-hmm. So we're kind of losing part of our history and our culture by destroying these buildings. It's part of us as a nation.
That abandoned church in North Little Rock has been condemned by the city council, and the city has taken bids to demolish it.
It's really sad to see some of those buildings in that condition.
It is.
Yeah.
It was both very curious to be in there, but I was not prepared to see the condition. I just did not think. Just 2008 doesn't seem like that long ago, but it looked like it could have been abandoned for 20 years or more.
But also inspiring to see those young kids really taking on a project like this.
And to see them have an appreciation for history. You don't see that with that generation very often.